Good evening and welcome into Carey Stadium in Ocean City, New Jersey, the site for tonight's matchup between the LaSalle College High School Explorers and the Malvern Prep Friars. For the Sports Fanbase Network, I'm Christopher Markowitz, and we've got a good one for you on tap as two powers out of Southeast Pennsylvania face off tonight. LaSalle at 1-0 on the year. They won their opener a week ago by the score of 21-0 over Bishop McDevitt. LaSalle went 5-1 last year in the 2020 campaign, and they're taking on a Malvern Prep Friar squad that returns a lot of key players to the lineup after a 4-0 2020 season, including senior quarterback Jack Capaldi. So it'll be our first look this year at the Friars, and they've got high hopes and expectations for this 2021 campaign, much like the LaSalle Explorers. National anthem about to be played here, so we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, kickoff. It's LaSalle taking on Malvern Prep here on the Sports Fanbase Network. Welcome back into Carey Stadium as we are moments away from kickoff. And it will be the LaSalle Explorers sending it away left to right on your screen. They are dressed in white jerseys with gold pants. Malvern Prep dressed in their home navy jerseys with white pants. Back deep to return the kick, Yadir Nash and D'Angelo Stocker. As Sterla sends it downfield, and Malvern's 2021 season is underway. Nash with space wrapped up short of the 20. Great coverage downfield by LaSalle. Overall, in the history of this matchup, LaSalle College High School has won 9 of the 15 meetings, including the last meeting these two teams had with one another back in 2019. As we'll get our first look at the Malvern Prep offense this season. And they have a lot of size up front on the offensive line, led by their center, Colton Deary, who's committed to the University of Maryland. Handoff left and right with a healthy carry. It's a gain of about 7. Isaiah Wright. He was a first-team Daily Local News All-Area selection in 2020 after running for 337 yards and 4 touchdowns in just 4 games for the Friars last season. 3 receivers on the right side of the line for Capaldi. He throws that way, has an open man. Nash with blockers, still going. First down and more for Yadir Nash. A lot of dynamic weapons out on the field for the Friars as they have the ball on their own 39-yard line. 11 minutes to play here in the scoreless first quarter. Handoff. And Wright bounces forward for a gain of about 4.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Malvern with a lot of size up front on the line. Max Bowman, also a D1 commit, playing the left tackle position. He'll be headed to Harvard next year. Kevin Miller and Will Shallow playing the guard positions. Peter Jones, the right tackle tonight for the Friars. Here's a handoff left on a sweep. Good cutback, and Stocker turns that into a 2-yard gain. Taken down on the play by Christopher Thompson.
Picks up 3 yards.
So this will be a 3rd down and long 2-yard pickup. Isaiah Wright, the lone man in the backfield. Brecker in the slot right. Wright has the first down and more as the Friars cross midfield. So healthy gains by the ground attack early on here in the first quarter for the Friars as they're taking their time moving the ball early in the first quarter. 9:09 to play here in quarter number 1. This drive started back on Malvern's 17. Stocker in motion. And Wright tripped up for a short gain. Thompson in on that play yet again, and here is some extracurriculars after the play. Down on the turf was Will Shallow, but no flag was thrown, so that just drew the attention of the crowd. Both LaSalle and Malvern have traveled well here to Ocean City, as it's nearly a full house at Carey Stadium. 2nd and 7 now for the Friars. Wright bounces outside the tackle and picks up 3 more yards. This will be a 3rd down and 4 for the Friars.
Tackle made by number 94, Brendan O'Connor.
O'Connor credited with the tackle. This is a LaSalle defense that held Bishop McDevitt scoreless a week ago. Looking to come up with a big stop here. On 3rd down, Capaldi slings left, and it's batted to the turf. Flag down on the field, so hold everything. It was Campbell who made the deflection, but the officials will talk it over. Still no signal from the officials. And we are waiting with bated breath here, as it looks like this is a penalty against the Friars, declined by LaSalle College. So that makes this a 4th down, and Coach Guerrera opts to send his punting unit out onto the field.
Returning for LaSalle.
So the drive for Malvern stalls after 8 plays. Jake Reed out onto the turf to send it away, and this is a line drive kick that trickles towards the end zone and takes a couple bounces in favor of the Friars, as it's downed by Hollander right near the 5-yard line. So Jake Reed with a great first punt of the 2021 campaign. Reed now committed to the Naval Academy. We've seen Reed throughout his Malvern career as a kicker. This is his first year with punting duties, and he's off to a good start. And now it'll be our first look at the LaSalle offense today, led by senior quarterback Alan Paterzo. On first down, Paterzo hands it off left, and taken down after a healthy gain is number 27, Samuel Brown, who is committed to Rutgers. And the last time these two teams met back in 2019, Brown ran all over the Friars. He had 2 touchdowns in that game. One was a 50-yard score on a post route. The other was a 85-yard carry. Here's Brown again on second down with room to run, and he picks up a huge chunk of yards as he's tackled at his own 27-yard line.
LaSalle first down.
So 2 carries for Brown and 22 yards on the ground for him to start here in quarter number 1. Brown, the lone man in the backfield. He takes the pitch right. Well covered by the Friars, and he's thrown to the turf by a sea of navy blue jerseys.
By number 30.
First man to get to him was Dale Law.
2nd and 10.
Jalen Evans also in on the hit. No gain on the play, so it's 2nd down and 10. Paterzo audibling at the line of scrimmage. And in the flat, that's a good completion, as out of bounds goes E.J. Wentz to make this a manageable 3rd down try.
Pushed out of bounds by number 31, Stephen Hollander. Hangs up. 3rd down.
So 3rd and 4 for the Explorers, as Ryan Moore checks into the backfield and is under center in the Wildcat formation. He fakes a pass, runs up the gut, and is thrown to the ground. Big tackle by Dale Law, the senior linebacker. He played on the defensive line last year, but Coach Guerrera moved him to the inside linebacker spot here in 2021, saying that's his natural position. And he makes a big play to end LaSalle's first drive of the night. High kick by Sterla, and Isaiah Wright forced to call for a fair catch. So Malvern will send the offense out onto the field for the 2nd time tonight. And so far, it's been a special teams battle. as all 3 drives we have seen have started from inside the offense's 20-yard line. So some impressive kicking and punting tonight. You've got 2 of the better legs in the state of Pennsylvania on display between Santiago Sterla and Jake Reed. Always a luxury at the high school level to have players on special teams, particularly at the punting and kicking spot, who can impact the game. First and 10 for the Friars on their own 16. Wright with a small hole, and it closes quickly.
Tackle made by number 43.
Matt Wills in on the tackle.
Matt Wills.
Wills played a big role for LaSalle's defense a week ago in the absence of Abdul Carter. Carter back in the lineup today for the Explorers, a dynamic player for them defensively, committed to Penn State. On 2nd and 5, this handoff goes for a healthy carry, and Wright is close to the marker, and they will indeed move the chains.
First down.
Isaiah Wright, no offers yet, but I got a feeling that's going to change as this 2021 season progresses. He's a dynamic back, very versatile. He can affect the game in the passing game as well, as he takes the handoff on first down and has a lot of room to run. That's going to be another first down for the Friars.
And that is good for another first down.
So Malvern establishing the ground attack early on here in the first quarter. Capaldi in the shotgun. Slings right, and that pass is complete for a short gain, as the first man to get there was Amir Anderson. So Falkenstein with about 2 yards on the catch.
Gain of 3 yards. 2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7 now for the Friars with Capaldi in the gun. And the handoff is to Wright, who bounces out of a tackle, has a hole, and is taken down right near the yard to gain. That play was going nowhere, but Wright able to turn garbage into gold, and they'll mark him about a half yard shy of the first down marker. So this will be a 3rd down and inches for the Friars from their own 49. Let's see if they go with the keeper here. That is the call, and Capaldi powers forward for about 2 or 3 yards. So the Friars keeping the ball on the ground and methodically moving the chains here. 3 first downs on the drive for Malvern, which started back on their own 16. Now this Malvern offense without the dynamic weapon of Lonnie White Jr., who graduated in 2021 and was drafted 64th overall by the Pittsburgh Pirates. So congratulations to Lonnie. Capaldi doesn't have the dynamic weapons downfield, but this is a veteran team with a lot of good players on the offensive line and some receivers who have been around the program for a while. When you combine that with the options they have in the backfield, both with Isaiah Wright and Yadir Nash, it's still a very fun team to be the quarterback of.
Game of 4, 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 for the Friars after a 4-yard run by Wright. Brecker in the slot left. High snap, Capaldi handles it, and Wright trips in the backfield, stumbles forward, got about a yard, but that was a blown play by the Friars. And now the officials signal for a timeout as they reposition the football, and they're going to rule this as a loss of 1, saying that Wright's knee was down before he went forward. 3rd and 7 with 30 seconds to play here in a scoreless first quarter. Capaldi over the middle, and that hits the ground.
Pass intended for number 2.
The receiver in the area was Sam Brecker, but Capaldi couldn't get it there. And this will be another punting situation for Malvern.
Jake Reed.
Back deep to return the kick is Ryan Moore.
Number 8, Ryan Moore.
Reed, with plenty of time, gets off a high kick, and it dribbles towards the end zone, and it's another beauty off the boot of Jake Reed, as the Friars down it on the 1-yard line. Incredible start to the game for Jake Reed. Just 2 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And this will be 4 consecutive drives where the offense will start with the football inside their own 20-yard line. So here come the Explorers, playing in the shadow of their own goalposts.
Over on the 1-yard line, 1st and 10.
Brown in the backfield with Thompson at the fullback position. Brown with nowhere to run, taken down for a short gain, and that'll do it for us here through 1 quarter of action. We are scoreless. We'll take a break. You're watching high school football action on the Sports Fanbase Network. Welcome back into Carey Stadium. LaSalle facing 2nd down and 10 on their own 1 as Brown bounces outside and is shoved out of bounds about 2 or 3 yards shy of the first down marker. Chris Markowitz here for the Sports Fanbase Network, and if you're just joining us, it was a defensive battle in quarter number 1. Jake Reed with 2 punts in the quarter for the Friars. He pinned LaSalle on their own 5 midway through the quarter, and to end the first, pinned them on their own 1. 3rd and 3 for the Explorers as this pass is complete. And leaning forward for the first down is Noel Henry.
Stephen Hollander.
So a big pickup for the Explorers to keep the drive going and prevent a punt attempt from deep within their own territory. Brown swallowed up in the backfield and maybe got a yard as a penalty flag flies late.
There is a flag on the play.
So we'll see what this is for. Most likely occurred after the play was over. And this will be a penalty on the Friars for unnecessary roughness. So after a brilliant defensive play by Malvern to stuff Brown for no gain, LaSalle picks up 15 yards due to the penalty. And they have 1st and 10 on their own 29. Brown in the slot left. Stevie Davis in the backfield. As Paterzo rolls out right, his pass complete. And that's a short gain. That catch was made by Ryan Sorge, the 6'3 junior receiver. Law in on the play for another tackle. Dale Law, one of the keys to this Malvern Prep defense.
2nd and 5.
Playing that middle linebacker spot as we have movement up front. And this will be against the Explorers. So the false start erases the 5-yard carry on 1st down, and it will be a 2nd and 10 for LaSalle. First penalty of the game against LaSalle comes with 10:31 to play here in quarter number 2.
After the flag, 2nd and 10.
Time for Paterzo. He tries to run and goes nowhere.
Got the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Evans comes in to lay down the hit.
Jalen Evans.
And it's no gain as that brings up a 3rd down and 9 for LaSalle. Paterzo had time on the play, but the Malvern secondary took away all his options downfield. Paterzo, right sideline, it's complete to Moore, and it looks like his forward progress will give him the 1st down. So Ryan Moore with a big catch to keep the drive alive. And Moore had a great day as a receiver a week ago. Had 100 yards on 6 receptions and a touchdown. Here's a pitch to Brown. Brown looking to hit the 2nd gear.
Brown on the carry.
Gets about 6 on the play.
Brought down by number.
So far, the Friars have contained Brown defensively. But he's the kind of player who, if you leave even a tiny gap open for him, he could take advantage of it and easily run for a big rushing touchdown. On play action, this pass is complete on the far sideline, and the 1st down picked up by Noel Henry.
D'Angelo Stocker.
D'Angelo Stocker makes the tackle, his first tackle of the day. But the Explorers driving here with 8:31 to play in the second quarter, looking to strike first. Here's a pitch to Brown. And he's taken to the turf by Andrew Connolly, who makes the one-on-one tackle. That is no easy task against Sam Brown, listed at 6'3", 205.
Gain of 1, second and 9.
So after a 2-yard gain, a 1-yard gain, it'll be second down and 9. Fake handoff. This pass is complete. And good moves by Sorge to pick up the first down as LaSalle keeps marching deeper and deeper into Malvern territory. 7:35 to play in the second quarter as we remain scoreless. 3 receivers on the left side of the line, but instead it's a handoff and a good carry by E.J. Wentz.
Number 30, Dale Law.
Law makes the tackle after a 3-yard pickup.
Gain of 2, second and 8.
Another handoff. This time it goes to Brown, and he powers forward for another Explorers first down.
Dale Law, along with.
So LaSalle's offense in rhythm. This drive started all the way back on their own 1-yard line. But now they're knocking on the door as they've reached the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the Malvern 20. Brown with nowhere to go. First man to get to him was a Lawson Haylock, the 6-foot senior. He came in on the blitz.
No gain, second and 10.
So no gain on the play. It's second down for the Explorers. They go right back to Brown, and he goes right back to the ground. Colton Deary, assisted by a couple teammates, there to make the tackle. And it's 3rd down and 9 now for the Explorers. .546 and counting here in quarter number 2. 4 receivers for Capaldi. Wentz in the backfield. Paterzo gonna roll out left, and he is shoved out of bounds. Evans got there to him. And that prevents the first down pickup. This is going to be a 4th down and 3, and it's decision time for the Explorers. For now, it looks like they will go for it. Malvern with a chance to come up with a big stop. LaSalle with an opportunity to send a message offensively, but a timeout taken by the Explorers with 5:31 to go in the second quarter. They're going to talk it over. We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching LaSalle versus Malvern Prep here on the Sports Fanbase Network. 4th down and 3 for LaSalle. And they leave their offense on the field. Ryan Moore in the gun. He takes the snap, rolls right, will run for it, and it looks like he got it.
Colin McHugh.
So Ryan Moore under center.
That is good.
And picks up a big 4th down conversion for the Explorers to keep their drive marching on. And Moore will stay at the quarterback position for LaSalle. Brown in motion. Fake handoff. Moore on a keeper. And he is taken down for no gain. Brought to the ground by Colin McHugh and Colton Deary. 4:52 to play here in the second quarter. Chris Markowitz here for the Sports Fanbase Network. It's been a defensive battle so far, but the LaSalle Explorers have taken control of the pace of play here in the second quarter, as this drive for them started all the way back on the 1-yard line. And the drive began with 2 seconds to play in the first quarter, as Malvern calls a timeout here with 4:29 to go here in quarter number 2. It's 0-0. We'll take another quick break. You're watching LaSalle take on Malvern on the Sports Fanbase Network.
And goal.
2nd and goal from the 9. Paterzo with time. Has a man, and it's going to be a short completion to Ryan Sorge.
Number 60. Ryan Sorge.
So 3rd down and goal now for the Explorers. Ball is on the Malvern 5. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is 2-down territory for the Explorers. They went for it on 4th and 3 from the Malvern 13 to keep this drive moving. Paterzo to Brown. Touchdown!
Touchdown, LaSalle.
LaSalle goes 99 yards to strike first here at Carey Stadium.
Touchdown by Samuel Brown.
And Brown continues to haunt the Malvern Prep Friars. He had 2 touchdowns against them 2 years ago, and he scores the first points of the game here tonight. The extra point is up, and it's good. So the Explorers with a 7-0 lead with 3:45 to play here in the second quarter. And that LaSalle drive took 8 minutes and 17 seconds off the clock. An impressive drive put together by the Explorers. They had a couple big 3rd down conversions to go along with a 4th and 3 they picked up in the red zone. And Paterzo able to finish it off with a 5-yard passing touchdown to Samuel Brown. Brown missed last week's action, so I'm sure he's happy to be out on the field yet again. And this will be Malvern's first offensive possession of the quarter.
Kicking off, San Diego Sterling.
Sterlo will send it away right to left. Nash and Stocker back deep to return as the shadows are beginning to set in here in Ocean City. High kick. Stocker with room to run. Stocker taken down just shy of the 50 as a flag flies in late. But that gets the Malvern crowd into it.
Dominic Martin, there is a flag on the play.
Stocker's such a dynamic playmaker, a versatile athlete who can do it all. He plays offense, defense, and special teams for the Friars, and he's committed to the University of Richmond. Stocker has been on the varsity for all 4 years of his Friar career, as this is a late hit against the Explorers. So tack on an additional 15 yards to the play, and the Friars are going to start this drive well inside of LaSalle Explorer territory with the ball on the LaSalle 38.
Friar football, 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
So Malvern with great field position after the kick return and penalty. Let's see what they do with it. Capaldi in the gun with 2 receivers to his left. Fake handoff over the middle. This is broken up. Great deflection on the play by Amir Anderson. Falkenstein was the intended receiver, and if he caught that pass, there was no one between him and pay dirt. But Anderson able to get a hand on it.
Amir Anderson in defense.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now, as there's some yellow laundry on the turf, and the officials talking it over. So this will be a hold against Malvern, but there's also a holding call against LaSalle, so it's offsetting penalties, and we will have another 1st and 10.
Offsetting penalties, 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
So it's as if the play never happened. 3:35 to go in the second quarter. Malvern trails 7-0. This time it's a handoff to Nash, and he takes the carry forward for 8 yards.
Number 6, Sean McFadden. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 now for the Friars. Ball on the LaSalle 30. Capaldi, close sideline. This is caught by Falkenstein, and he is shoved out of bounds right in front of the Friar bench.
Complete to number 5, Ryan Falkenstein.
So the officials will move the chains as Malvern picks up the 1st down.
First down.
Malvern taking its time on the drive as the Friars want to score here, but don't want to leave too much time on the clock for LaSalle to have another try. As Capaldi takes a shot to the end zone, but that's too far as a flag flies at the end of the play.
It is a flag on the play.
Falkenstein very happy with the call. Let's see if it's for pass interference. And that is the call. Pass interference against Amir Anderson. So the Friars will benefit here as the ball will be moved into the red zone on a 15-yard penalty.
First down.
So after the penalty, it's 1st and 10 for Malvern. Ball on the LaSalle 13. Nash carries his man forward for a healthy gain. Yadir Nash had Sean McFadden on his back, but continued to drive forward to pick up about 5 yards on the carry.
Nash picks up 7 yards. 2nd and 3.
So 2nd down now for the Friars, and they gave him 7 yards on the carry. Capaldi sends Stocker in motion. Fake handoff to him. Nash hit in the backfield and brought down for no gain. It was Sam Ross, the junior lineman, who got to him first. So this will be a 3rd down and 3 for the Friars with 1:36 to play here in the 2nd quarter.
3rd and 2.
And an interesting formation here for Malvern. Wright lined up in the Wildcat. High snap, he snags it with one hand and powers in for the touchdown. What a play by Isaiah Wright. The snap was above his shoulder pads, but he reached up with one hand, was able to snag the football, and ran in for the touchdown.
Attempting the extra point, number 12, Jake Reed.
Reed on to try the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. So it's a 5-yard touchdown run for Isaiah Wright. The extra point good for Reed, and we are even at 7 with $1:13 to play here in quarter number 2. So Malvern took advantage of the field position that they were gifted with as they began the drive on the LaSalle 38, thanks to a long return by D'Angelo Stocker and a 15-yard penalty against the Explorers. And LaSalle back out onto the field now. It took them 99 yards on 8 minutes and 17 seconds to score, but Malvern needed just about 2 minutes and some change to answer right back. Both touchdowns have been from 5 yards out. Brown's touchdown for LaSalle was a 5-yard catch. Wright's was a 5-yard run. As Malvern is set to send the kickoff downfield to LaSalle. Stevie Davis and Amir Anderson back deep. It'll be Reed to kick it off the tee. Anderson from in front of his own end zone. Anderson breaks a tackle. Room to run on the sideline. Runs backwards out of another tackle. Still going. Anderson on a Madden play as a flag flies. And this looks like it's going to be a loss of yards after the penalty. Anderson got up past the 40-yard line. But if this is on the Explorers, LaSalle will lose at least 20 yards. And the call is against LaSalle, so the penalty occurred on the 26. So the Explorers will start this drive from their own 16. And that is a deflating penalty, as Anderson had reached the 40-yard line, opted to try to reverse and run to the opposite side of the field to make it an even bigger gain. But instead, it results in a 25-yard loss. Terzo on a handoff to Brown, and he scampers forward for an 8-yard carry.
Tackle made by number 3, Jalen Evans.
Evans with the tackle. Brown still looking to break off the big gain.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
On second down, Paterzo slings to the sideline, and
Pass complete to
Henry runs out of bounds to kill the clock
Henry. That is good for the Salle.
as it stops with 32 seconds to play here in the first half. First and 10 for LaSalle from their own 30. Paterzo with time, takes a deep shot over the middle, and it's caught as the ball pops out late and it's signaled incomplete. Excuse me. It looked like Sorge hauled it in, but he didn't carry it into the ground. Stocker in on the play along with Wright, and they broke the ball loose. Welcome back into Carey Stadium here in Ocean City, New Jersey, as the sun begins to set, and we are ready for the second half. Chris Markowitz here for the Sports Fanbase Network, and we are even at 7. LaSalle College High School scored first with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the second quarter, as Samuel Brown caught a 5-yard touchdown pass from his signal caller, Alan Paterzo. And the Explorers jumped out in front, but Malvern with a quick answer as Isaiah Wright scampered in from 5 yards out with a $1:13 to play in the half. And that put us even at 7. As Anderson hauls in the kick from Reed, has a hole up the middle, runs through it, and is taken down at the 40. But a good return by Anderson to start the second half.
Sam Brecker on the tackle.
It is an absolutely gorgeous Friday night here in Ocean City, New Jersey. It's in the low 70s, so a cool evening with a light breeze swirling around the stadium.
From the 40-yard line for LaSalle.
So here are the Explorers on offense for the first time in the second half. And it's a keeper for Ryan Moore out of the Wildcat, as he goes forward for about a yard, taken down on the play by Colin McHugh, who had a few big hits in the first half.
Along with number 21, Ryan Davis.
Paterzo back at the signal caller position here on 2nd and 8. He has time, slings across the middle, complete to Moore, and he scampers forward for 6 yards on the catch. And it will be 3rd down and 2 for the Explorers. Ryan Moore, such a dynamic playmaker for LaSalle. He can line up pretty much anywhere except the offensive line. On 3rd down, it's a handoff for Brown, and he picks up the first down as he slips through the hands of Ryan Davis. 3-yard gain, and LaSalle is into Malvern territory now with 10:34 to play in the third quarter. Pitch left. Brown turns on the Jets and is shoved out of bounds after an 18-yard pickup.
Isaiah Wright. That carry is good for LaSalle, first down.
LaSalle's ground attack was the catalyst for their touchdown drive in the second quarter, as Brown, with nowhere to run on the close sideline, goes out of bounds for a loss.
By number 19,
Hayden Pegg was the first man to get to him, so he is credited with the tackle. It's a loss of 2. So 2nd down and 12 now for LaSalle.
2nd and 12.
This will be the 6th play of the drive. Handoff up the middle for Davis is a short carry. Maybe got 2 yards. Stevie Davis had a standout performance a week ago against Bishop McDevitt, as he had 100 yards on 11 carries, along with 2 rushing touchdowns. Also had an 85-yard kick return. Davis played last week at the running back spot, replacing Samuel Brown, who is out due to injury, as we have a drone flying above Carey Stadium, so the officials have paused action.
They have to make an announcement announcement to get the drone off the field.
If somebody has access to that drone, we need that removed off the field.
And the drone flies over the press box and out of play. So a rare drone delay here in Jersey as the officials once again blowing their whistle. The drone is landing in front of the Malvern student section. And it will come to rest on the track.
And here we go.
So after the drone delay, it's 3rd and 10. Ball on the Malvern 33. Paterzo with plenty of time steps up into a clean pocket. Now he slings left, and that is caught for a first down. Great play by Paterzo to evade the pressure in the pocket, and then he found Noel Henry wide open on the far sideline. So it's a pickup of 13 yards as LaSalle is on the Malvern 20 with 9:17 to play here in the third.
First down, LaSalle.
7th play of the drive here. Brown off tackle, taken down by Evans. Jalen Evans has been all over the field defensively for the Friars. And he has made his presence known. Evans, a senior linebacker. 2nd down and 6, pitch right for Brown. Not much room for him as he goes out of bounds for a loss. Pegg there to take him to the sideline. Loss of 2 for Brown, and it's 3rd and 6. Oh, excuse me, it's actually a 3rd down and 9. So a big spot here for both LaSalle's offense and Malvern's defense. 7:56 to go in the third. This drive started all the way back on the Explorer 40. Paterzo, far sideline, complete, but short of the yard to gain. The catch was made by Sorge, but Pegg able to bring him down about a yard shy of the marker. And it looks like LaSalle will leave the offense on the field. Paterzo to an open man, but a flag flies, and it's a false start. So it takes away a 4th down and short opportunity from the Explorers. And now they will send the kicking unit out onto the field. So that penalty could prove costly in the grand scheme of things, as this has been a close football game throughout. So after the penalty, Santiago Sturla marches out onto the turf. This field goal will be from 35 yards out. The kick is up, has the distance, and it's straight through. Sturla from 35 yards out puts LaSalle back ahead 10-7 with 7 minutes and 19 seconds to play here in the third.
19 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Sturla with one of the better legs you will see on the high school football scene. And that's a big kick to come away with points for the Explorers as their drive, which started on the 40, took close to 5 minutes off the clock. So now Malvern will get the ball offensively for the first time in the half as they send Nash and Stocker back deep. It'll be Sterla to send it away.
With number 4, Angelo Stocker.
High kick, Stocker lets it carry into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. So here comes the Friar offense out onto the field for their first drive of the half. They ended the second quarter with a touchdown strike by Isaiah Wright from 5 yards out. He ran it in for the score.
And 10 from the 20-yard line for your Friars.
They begin this drive with Isaiah Wright in the backfield behind Capaldi. Capaldi hit in the backfield and taken down for a sack. Nowhere to go with the football, and the offensive line collapsed on him. And the sack is credited to Sam Ross.
Loss of 3, second and 13.
So it's a 3-yard loss on the play. Second and 13 now for the Friars. Isaiah Wright taken down by the line of scrimmage. Good job there by Kieran Campbell to shed a block and take him to the turf. So it'll be 3rd down and 13 now for the Friars. And this is a big play offensively for Malvern, as their defense a little bit tired after some long drives by LaSalle. It would be a huge help for them if their offense could come away with a big first down here, but for the Explorers, they don't want that, as Capaldi looks to take a deep shot. Over the middle, incomplete. That pass into triple coverage. Andrew Connolly was the intended man, but he was well covered downfield. And it's a 3-and-out for the Friars. A big stop there for LaSalle.
Back to return for LaSalle, number 8.
Ryan Moore back deep to return the punt for LaSalle. He's at the Malvern 49.
Jake Reed.
Reed able to get away a shallow punt. It takes a bounce and will roll into LaSalle territory as it comes to a rest on the Explorers' 36-yard line. And that is where LaSalle will take over with 5 minutes and 38 seconds to play here in the third. If you're just joining us, LaSalle leads Malvern 10-7. We were even at 7 apiece after the first 2 quarters of action. But Santiago Sterla put LaSalle in front by 3 with a 35-yard field goal at the 7:19 mark here in the third quarter. On first down, here's a deep shot to Moore, and it's through his hands. Good defense downfield by Hollander, who ran step for step with Moore the entire play.
Steven Hollander in cover.
It was a well-thrown ball by Paterzo,
Intended for Ryan.
but you have to give credit to Hollander, who was able to get a hand in there and break it up. LaSalle getting a little bit more aggressive here offensively in the third quarter. Their offense has controlled the pace of play on the ground. As Brown, with nowhere to run, is taken down for no gain by Ryan Davis and Colin McHugh. So it'll be 3rd and 10 now for the Explorers. 5:07 to play here in the 3rd quarter, and Malvern's defense trying to return the favor as they attempt to force a 3-and-out of their own. Paterzo slings it, and it's complete. That's a nice catch in traffic for a 1st down, as Ryan Sorge with a big pickup, but he is hobbled after the play. Sorge is down near midfield, and he is in some obvious discomfort as the LaSalle trainer heads out onto the field to take a look at him. And we will take a break. You're watching LaSalle versus Malvern here on the Sports Fanbase Network. Ryan Sorge making his way to the LaSalle sideline under his own power. So always a good sign after a player is banged up on a play. 4:51 to go here in the 3rd. LaSalle with the ball at midfield. They also have a 10-7 lead. Chris Markowitz here for the Sports Fanbase Network. And Sorge goes to the sideline after making a big catch on 3rd down and 10. Paterzo with time, steps up in the pocket and is hit, still on his feet, but finally brought to the ground by McHugh.
Number 40.
Paterzo had time for a second, but the secondary able to smother his receivers downfield. And he's brought down for a 5-yard loss on the sack. Wentz in the backfield. Paterzo intercepted. Picked off by Hayden Pegg. And that is a huge momentum swing here in the 3rd. The pass was underthrown and Pegg able to jump the route to come away with it. The intended man was Noel Henry, who was making his way back towards Paterzo on the far sideline. But Pegg read it perfectly. And what a night it's been for Hayden Pegg, the junior linebacker. He's made a couple big hits on Sam Brown when LaSalle has gone to him in the running game. And the interception gives Malvern prime field position as they've got the ball on their own 45-yard line with 3:58 to play here in the 3rd. Wright
Isaiah Wright
on a short carry.
on the carry.
2 yards picked up by Wright on the play.
Number 43, Matt Wills.
Matt Wills, the first man to get in there for the hit. 3:37 and counting here in the third. Malvern trails LaSalle by 3.
And 8.
Wright taken down for a loss. And the hit made by Brennan Miller, who came in and had a wide open lane at right.
Loss of 3.
So a loss of 3, and it'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Friars. Wright a little bit hobbled after the play, so he goes to the sideline, replaced by Nash in the backfield. Malvern in danger of going 3 and out for the second time here in the third quarter. Capaldi sets up the screen. Nash with room on the closed sideline, and he has the first down. Give the credit to Max Bowman, who made the lead block, and Nash did the rest as he ran forward for 13 yards on the play. Malvern into LaSalle territory now with the ball on the Explorers' 43. 2:26 to go in the third. Fake handoff. Deep shot. Far sideline. And it falls incomplete. Stocker, the intended man. But the ball was underthrown by about a yard as Stocker couldn't maintain balance. Tried to turn his shoulder to make the grab, but slipped on the turf. Second down and 10 after the incompletion. Nash in the backfield. Brecker in the slot right. It's a handoff to Nash, and he is thrown to the ground on a massive tackle by Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter.
The Penn State commit asserting his presence. And that brings up 3rd down and 8.
3rd and 9 for your Friars.
A minute 49 to go here in the third. Malvern trails by 3. And a whistle is blown before the play. And LaSalle calls timeout as head coach John Steinmetz didn't like what he saw on the field, so he talks it over with his defense in this timeout. We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching LaSalle take on Malvern here on the Sports Fanbase Network. Out of a LaSalle timeout, it's 3rd down and 9 for Malvern Prep. Ball on the LaSalle 42. The Friars have to get to the 33. Capaldi hit as he throws, and the pass falls incomplete. Nash, the intended man, but the pressure got to him. Capaldi didn't have a lot of time as Daniel Ford got into the backfield and nearly brought him down for the sack, so that hurried the throw. Malvern will send it away on a punt. Reed out onto the field. It'll be his 4th punt of the night. Ryan Moore back deep to return. High kick. Moore calls for fair catch, and it takes a hop in front of the Malvern end zone and is downed at the 1. Jake Reed with his 3rd kick of the night that lands inside the LaSalle 5-yard line. And Robbie DeFabio is the man who downed it. They spot it on the 2.
Robbie DeFabio downs the ball.
But what a performance by Reed.
Where LaSalle takes over.
This his first game as a punter for the Friars, and it's a role he was destined for. So here come the Explorers after the punt. 1:24 to play here in the 3rd. On the handoff, it's a short carry by Davis.
Handoff goes up the middle.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7 after a 3-yard carry.
Gain of 3.
A minute to play here in the 3rd. LaSalle in no hurry, ahead by 3 with possession of the football. But we have an entire quarter left to play. Davis and Wentz in the backfield. Davis on the carry, breaks the tackle, still going. And he's taken down near the 1st down marker. As the officials will move the chains, give LaSalle the 1st down. And that keeps the clock ticking. Another give to Davis. He bounces out. Davis taken down by the big man Colton Deary. But not before another solid carry for 8 yards. And the clock runs out here in the 3rd quarter. So through 36 minutes of action, the LaSalle College High School Explorers lead the Malvern Prep Friars 10-7. We're headed to the 4th. Don't go anywhere. 4th quarter high school football action coming up next here on the Sports Fanbase Network. Welcome back into Carey Stadium in Ocean City, New Jersey. It's a beautiful Friday night under the lights, and we've got one more quarter of regulation. It's 2nd down and 3 for the Explorers, who lead by 3. As Davis on the carry, taken down right near the 1st down marker. And it looks like he will be credited with the first down.
That carry is good for LaSalle first down.
If you're just joining us, LaSalle College High School leads Malvern Prep 10-7. We were tied 7-7 at the half. Santiago Sterla made a field goal at the 7-17 mark in quarter number 3 to put the Explorers out in front. Davis with a big hole runs through it and goes forward for a 13-yard pickup.
Isaiah Wright.
Isaiah Wright makes the tackle, but not before another first down pickup for the Explorers. This drive started on LaSalle's own 2-yard line as penalty flags fly here, and this is in the area of a false start. So it is indeed a false start on the Explorers. So it's a loss of 5 yards, and this will be a 1st and 15 with the ball on the LaSalle 37. Check that, make it the LaSalle 33. Davis taken down in the backfield, and the man to get there was Will Shallow.
By number 57.
That's a big tackle by Shallow. As no gain on the play for Davis makes it a 2nd and 15 for the Explorers.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 14.
10:27 to go here in the 4th. Brown back into the game, and he takes the carry forward for a couple of yards. Brown was getting some rest on the sideline for the last few possessions. But with this game coming closer to the finish line, he's subbed back in. And now he's lined up in the slot on 3rd and 9. Paterzo with time, goes to the sideline. Wentz makes a one-handed snag, but is forced out well shy of the first down marker.
By number 21, Ryan Davis.
Davis made the hit.
Brings up 4th down.
And it'll be 4th down and 5 for LaSalle, so they will have to send this away on a punt. Isaiah Wright back deep to return. Sterla on the field to send it away. High kick nearly blocked. It takes a bounce in favor of the Friars and is downed on the Malvern 29-yard line. 9 minutes and 33 seconds to play here in the 4th as the Friars take over down by 3. And other than a touchdown drive in the final minute of the 2nd quarter, the Friars have been held scoreless by the LaSalle Explorers defense here tonight. This is a talented LaSalle defense. They do a particularly good job, of defending against the run. And that has caused some problems for Malvern here tonight, as the Friars have been unable to maintain a consistent ground attack. Right with the carry on 1st down, and he picks up 6 yards.
Number 73, Sam Ross on the tackle.
So 2nd down and 4 for Malvern. with 9:12 to go in the fourth. Stocker in single coverage at the bottom of your screen. It's a handoff, and Nash goes nowhere on the play. There's a player down for the Explorers, and that's number 22, Abdul Carter, slow to get up on the play. Clock stops with 8:41 to go in the fourth, as the training staff will evaluate Carter and will step away. Don't go anywhere. It's the fourth quarter of a tight ball game. You're watching LaSalle versus Malvern on the Sports Fanbase Network. Carter makes his way to the sideline under his own power. Always a good sign, as he will have to sit for at least a play. 8:41 to go in the fourth. 3rd and 4 for Malvern, and this is a big down for the Friars. Malvern trails LaSalle 10-7. Capaldi with 3 receivers on the right side of the line. And this is a run that will go for a loss. A big loss on the play as well, as Daryl Dengo got in there to take right to the ground. And Malvern will have to punt again.
Back to punt, number 12, Jake Reed.
So it's a loss of 3 on the play. The Explorers with another big defensive stop. And Ryan Moore back deep now to return the kick from Reed. High kick, and it skips deep into LaSalle territory as it rolls out of bounds across the Explorer 13. And another masterful punt by Jake Reed.
By Jake Reed.
Jake Reed has been the Malvern MVP tonight, as his leg has single-handedly kept the Friars in this game. LaSalle has put together some quality drives, but they've started from so deep within their own territory, it's been difficult for them to finish off drives with points. They'll begin this drive with the ball on their own 14. 7:53 to go in the fourth. And Brown goes forward for 6 yards.
Jalen Evans.
That punt, by the way, was a net of 51 yards for Jake Reed.
6 yards, 2nd and 4.
Handoff for Wentz, and he is shoved out of bounds. So that's what Malvern wants. Obviously, you don't want to give up a first down, but if you do, you want to push the ball carrier out of bounds. Clock is stopped with 7:19 to play in the fourth.
1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for the South.
The ideal situation for LaSalle is a sustained drive that ends with points. As here's a nice play in the backfield to avoid a sack by Paterzo. Evans able to take him out of bounds, but not before a 2-yard pickup, and that could have easily been a loss of a couple yards. And they actually give him 3 yards on the carry. And now a timeout on the field. As the officials will allow a substitution to occur for Malvern. 7:10 to play in the fourth. Second down and 6 for LaSalle. Paterzo slings it right, and the pass falls incomplete. Interesting call there by LaSalle going to the air. As it stops the clock with 7:06 to go here in the fourth, and it's 3rd down and 6 now for the Explorers. Paterzo hustles in from the sideline after getting the play from his coaching staff. And this is a big 3rd and 6 for the Malvern defense. They need a stop to give their offense a chance to either tie or take the lead. And LaSalle calls a timeout to talk it over. 7:06 to go in the fourth. We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching high school football here on the Sports Fanbase Network. It's a big 3rd down and 6 for LaSalle. Paterzo sets up the screen. It hits the turf and is signaled incomplete. So a big defensive stop for the Friars as their defense gets the ball back to the O with 7:03 to go here in the fourth. It was a good call by the Explorers to try to set up the screen. Wentz had room to run, but Paterzo just couldn't get it there. As Sturlas sends it away, right back deep, and he calls for a fair catch and hauls in the pigskin at the Malvern 28. 6:56 to go in the fourth. Malvern with another chance here to either tie or take the lead. LaSalle's defense has held strong throughout this football game, allowing just 1 score and forcing 5 punts by Jake Reed. But here comes Capaldi and the Friars offense back out onto the field as LaSalle shows blitz here. Capaldi, quick to throw. It's nearly intercepted as Anderson deflected the ball out of bounds. Falkenstein was the intended man, but that pass was in a dangerous area. Second and 10 now after the incompletion. Just 3 seconds came off the clock. Fake handoff. Pass complete, but it's a short gain as Sam Brecker lost his footing coming out of his break. Sam Brecker. So 1 yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down and 9 for the Friars. LaSalle looking for a big 3-and-out here defensively. Malvern really needs this first down pickup. Running out of time here in the fourth quarter. Capaldi fakes a handoff, rolls left. He's going to run for the first down, and he gets it. That's a huge play for the senior signal caller, as Jack Capaldi needed 9 yards, picks up 12. And Malvern alive here in the fourth quarter. They have the ball with 6:04 to go on their own 41. Clock is stopped as Capaldi got out of bounds. Capaldi fakes a handoff, has time, tries to run again, and Carter there to make the hit. Capaldi able to turn it into a short gain. Got about 3 yards on the play.
Tackle.
.542 to go here in the fourth and counting.
2nd and 7.
So Capaldi using his legs the last couple of plays for the Friars as some holes have opened up. Right in the backfield with the cornerback creeping. It's a handoff to Wright. He goes up the middle and picks up 5 yards to make this a 3rd and 2 for Malvern.
Carter makes the tackle.
So this is another big 3rd down for Malvern. And it might be 4-down territory here as the Friars are at midfield. Down by 3 with 4:47 to play in the fourth. Wildcat formation. Wright takes the snap and has the first down. It was that exact same play that led to a touchdown for Malvern at the end of the second quarter. They run it again and pick up the first down to keep this drive alive as they are in LaSalle territory with 4:35 to play. Capaldi under center. It's a handoff to Stocker, who went in motion on the play. He turns the corner and is shoved out of bounds. So the carry goes for about 5 or 6 yards before Anderson is able to make the tackle. And the officials actually give him an additional yard or two, so make it a 7-yard carry, and it'll be 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3.
Nash in the backfield behind Capaldi. Luke Guerrero at the fullback position. He motions from left to right. Nash loses the football. Who has it? Capaldi fell on it, but it's going to depend on who the officials signal possession to. And it's LaSalle football.
LaSalle recovers the fumble.
Recovered by number 6, Sean McFadden. And that sends the LaSalle crowd into a frenzy. Just when it felt like Malvern was putting a drive together, Yadir Nash had the ball jarred out. And the Friars turn it over with 3:55 to play in the fourth. So after the turnover, Moore comes out under center for LaSalle. It's a keeper. And Moore picks up 9 yards on first down. LaSalle can just try and play possession and run time off the clock now. Malvern needs a stop to get the ball back for its offense. The Friars do have all 3 timeouts remaining. This is a handoff left for Brown, who has the first down and plenty more as he plows through a defender on his way to the sideline. That was Hollander who made the tackle, but he got the worst of that hit. And Brown, such a powerful runner when he has momentum behind him. So it's 1st and 10 for the Explorers. Ball on the Malvern 38. Moore remains at the quarterback spot. It's another keeper up the middle, and he's got the first down and more. Brian Moore picks up 18 yards. And the Explorers are knocking on the door here with 3:05 to go in the 4th. LaSalle in complete control here as we come down the home stretch. Moore looks to the sideline, content with allowing time to tick off the clock. Precious seconds for the Friars here. And Moore is wrapped up for no gain. Deary brings him to the ground. As we get closer and closer to the 2-minute mark. No 2-minute warning in high school. .212 and counting here for the 4th quarter. And the question becomes, when do you signal those timeouts? Malvern has 3 to play with. 2nd and 10. Moore slings it right. The pass falls incomplete, and the officials say it was a forward pass for an incompletion. So that stops the clock with 1:54 to play. And that's an interesting decision to go to the air there. It was a safe pass, slinging it out to the flat. But the incompletion ends up in favor of Malvern. 3rd and 10. 1:54 to play in the 4th. Malvern needs a stop. A first down for the Explorers will almost ice it. Paterzo back at the QB spot. Hands it off for Brown. Nowhere to run, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage for no gain as the Friars call their first timeout with $1:48 to play. We'll keep it here. Chris Markowitz here for the Sports Fan Base Network, and we've got ourselves a good one. Under 2 minutes to play. It's decision time for LaSalle as the Explorers are facing a 4th and 10 with the ball on the Malvern 19. From this distance, it would be a 34-yard field goal try. Santiago Sterla made a 35-yard field goal back in the 3rd quarter, so this is within his range. But even if he makes the kick, Malvern would have a chance to both tie and take the lead with a touchdown.
4th and 9.
So instead of going for the field goal, the Explorers send their offense onto the field. Motion up front. And this will be a false start by the Explorers. And that is costly. I'm wondering if they sent their offense onto the field to try and draw the defense off sides and then make the field goal a bit easier for Sterla, but it works in the opposite favor. So this would be a 39-yard field goal try, but it looks like the Explorers will leave the offense on the field facing 4th and 14.
Let's make some noise again, Friars.
Paterzo in the gun. Faces the blitz. Rolls right. End zone. Broken up. Brown the intended man. But the deflection made by Hayden Pegg. What a play defensively by Malvern. And that is a momentum swing here as the Friars take over. The ball will be on their own 19 with a $1:41 to play, and they've got 2 timeouts to use. And excuse me, the ball will actually be on the 24 of the Friars. So they have 1 and 41 seconds to either tie or take the lead. Fake handoff. Capaldi. Complete. Brecker. Across the 40 before he's taken down. And now there are whistles as a flag is down in the backfield, so hold everything. And this will be a holding call against Malvern, so that negates the huge pickup. It was a 17-yard completion, but it's wiped away. And after the penalty, it'll be 1st and 20 from the Malvern 14. The clock is paused, 1:33 to play in the 4th. And now a whistle from downfield. As the officials allow the clock to start. Capaldi looks left, throws that way, and that's a short completion for Stocker. Malvern not really hurrying here, but they only have 70 seconds to play with. A minute to go here in the 4th. And now penalty flags fly as this looks like it'll be on the Friars. Malvern's offense having a difficult time here on this drive. And a timeout taken by Malvern with 56 seconds to play here in the 4th. We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Friday Night Football on the Sports Fanbase Network. .56 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Malvern trails LaSalle 10-7. And they face 2nd and 18 with the ball on their own 16-yard line. Just 1 timeout remaining for the Friars. Capaldi with time. Slings a deep ball over the middle, and it's incomplete, nearly intercepted by Dell Jackson.
Number 6,
Andrew Connolly was the intended receiver. So it'll be 3rd down and 18 as the Friar faithful have their fingers crossed here. They need something miraculous here down the stretch to either tie or take the lead. Now Reed has good range as a kicker. He has the ability to make field goals from further than 40 yards, but that's a lot to ask for down the stretch of a ball game with just one timeout left. Capaldi to the sideline, it's complete! That's a big catch by Connolly, who is across midfield, taken down at the LaSalle 44. The clock stops as the chains are reset. And now a timeout taken by Malvern. With 41 seconds to play, Andrew Connolly with a huge reception. And that injects new life into Malvern Prep's hopes here in the 4th quarter. They were dead in the water offensively, facing a 3rd and 18. But Connolly brings them into LaSalle territory as the ball is now on the Explorers' 43-yard line. So Malvern burns their 3rd and final timeout. The Friars will have to be careful here with clock management. And down by 3, they need just a field goal to tie this game. And we'll have a chance potentially to see what Jake Reed's range is as he's warming up the leg on the Malvern sideline. First and 10 for the Friars. 4 receivers for Capaldi, 3 to his right. Capaldi hit and the ball is out, and the fumble is recovered by Malvern. Somehow the Friars got it back, but the clock is moving. 26 seconds and counting as Capaldi spikes it, and it'll be 3rd down and about 13 to go. So it'll be 3rd down and 13 as the spike was the 2nd down play.
3rd and 13.
So 25 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 13 for the Friars. Capaldi with time. Over the middle. Intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Moore, who returns it up the close sideline. And that will be the icing on the cake for the LaSalle Explorers. Capaldi felt the pressure, stepped up in the pocket, threw a prayer downfield, but unfortunately for Malvern, it goes unanswered. And Ryan Moore, the do-it-all man for LaSalle, comes away with a massive interception to clinch the game for LaSalle. What a game this has been. The Explorers sending a message tonight as they knock off Malvern to improve to 2-0. Malvern, after a perfect 4-0 2020 season, will fall to 0-1 to start this 2021 campaign. As Paterzo takes a knee, And that will do it for us here in Ocean City. Final score, LaSalle 10, Malvern Prep 7. It was a defensive battle throughout. Both teams impressive on that end of the field. Special teams as well was impressive tonight. But LaSalle able to edge out Malvern Prep by a field goal. Big shout out to our crew here at SFBN, our producer Jack Byrne and our camera operator Morgan D'Amico, who did a great job helping us out on the broadcast tonight. For them, I'm Chris Markowitz saying so long and good night from Ocean City, New Jersey.